Well, I'm back, and it's time for an oil change. My good old Pontiac. Just an update. That tranny still got to go in that car, but that's I don't want to do that today. So today's June the 2nd, 2026. I've got 2,900 kilometers on the car this season, this year. I changed the oil at about 5,600, and I had about 8,300 in total last year, 8,500. So I got about 6,000 K on this, pushing 6,000 K on the oil, so it's due. And yeah, gonna get ready for some, potentially make a big mess here, because no matter how you do it, when you drain the oil, you're never going to hit the oil drain pan. So there's lots of mosquitoes here too. So yeah, stay tuned for some major excitement coming our way. First off is I'm going to jack up this car. I got wheel stands. I just set them on there, and then we'll get under there and crack the drain plug. Okay, so I got the car on the stands, the drive-on ramps there, which I don't drive on. I always use my jack to put them on, because you can easily overdrive these, roll off, or they push forward, and you never know. And especially if you have, I got a bit of a torque converter on this thing, and if you wind up getting on the converter where it hooks, and all of a sudden you got the momentum and the power, you'll just shoot forward and potentially go right over. So I got a 9/16 and 5/8, which I think is 9/16 should do the trick here. Yeah, I got 3 cars, 3 different size drain plugs. So we'll crack this open. There we go. And I'll get this out of here. Try not to make a serious mess. There we go. Oh boy, that's rare. I actually hit the oil drain pan. So slide that like that, let it drain in. And while that's draining, you can see this oil filter. I've got the truck style oil filter. So we'll fill that up with oil for now, or start filling it while this drains out. And then that'll be ready to get put on the edge. Not that bit of a mess there. So there we go. I'm as agile as I was like 20 minutes ago. So clean my hand off here. And then what we'll do when I'm done is I've got a oil filter cutter. We'll cut that open, and we'll cut that open and see what the filter looks like, which I'm sure is going to look fine. So when we get something to put this in, to keep it from falling over, and then we'll fill this up. Okay, so the oil I use is a Chevron Dello Syn Blend 1540. This is a diesel truck oil, and I got a good price on it because I used to be in the industry. So before I retired, I bought a couple pails, and should last me a couple of years, 3. It's 18-liter pail, 18.9 liters, or whatever, 5 gallons. So yeah, so what we're going to do here is I'll just fill this, put a liter in my thing here, and filling that. There, see it a little bit. That's the mark. So the other thing we'll do here, oil pan's drained. The other thing we'll do is we're going to poke a hole in the oil filter. Get this in here. Okay, I don't want to go too tight. And at least try. You know what? I got the wrong screwdriver. I gotta get a shorty. I'm pretty sure I got a shorty around here somewhere. Let's see what I got. There we go. We'll get a little extra room there. Should be the right. No, I don't think that's the right. Here we are. This one. What do I do with my hammer? There we go. All right. Hopefully you can see this. If not, you're not missing much. There we go. A little bit of spillage, but that's all right. All right, so we'll let that drain out. That'll take a couple minutes. Oh. Yeah, all right. Okay, we'll catch up. Start, get that filter changed out, and then, yeah, put some oil in her. All right. So part of the reason to do this is so that when you take your oil filter off, you don't get all this oil overflowing. You'll get a little bit, but I'm just going to crack this a little so I get some, get a little bit of air in there. And okay, just got to get some. There we go. All right, we'll get this on the ground. There we go. Let's fill this up. That's 4.5 liters. Which I'm gonna have to add. All right. Okay, well, stay tuned here for some major excitement. All right, so now we got the filter here. We'll cut this filter open, and then we're done. And this is the end of the video. It's a handy tool. There we go. Unless you get to see what's inside an oil filter. Yeah, I've seen that before. There's the base there. It's heavy. There's your media. And a spring. And that's it. So, let's cut this open. We'll spread it out and see what, now inside here it's perforated steel. Peel this all the way out here without using a sawzall or something, but let's see if we can. There we go. So this is a lube fleet guard filter. You can see that perforated tube in here, so it's a pretty substantial filter. Give you an idea as to how much Okay, so here's the filter media. Split, but lots of filter, paper in there, and everything looks pretty decent. And I think there's some little bit of dirt, but everything looks pretty clean. So that's why I use these filters, is you've got a lot of filter media and you've got a pretty good depth there for the filter. And it's pretty, this to me looks pretty substantial. You see some that are just cardboard or just thin steel or whatever, but that's a pretty heavy duty piece there. So again, that's a Lubifiner, Fleet Guard LF692, and you can buy them. And not that I sell these things or I'm looking to sell them, but you can buy them at any heavy truck parts supply. So a truck dealer may or may not have them, but they could order them. They can get them in. They're used on buses, and they're used on 3 tons and 5 tons with gas engines, like Chevy engines. So either a small block or a big block. So anyhow, that's it. Thanks for watching. Catch up later. Bye.